minus 600, 4086 BC. In 4086 BC, white people, long story short, came to Africa. Africans was like, oh hell no, no, and ran them to the Caucasus Mountains. This is why they call Caucasians, because they spent 2,000 years in the Caucasus Mountains. Now let me make sure I'm not going on and going too far. So now white people spent 2,000 years in the Caucasus Mountains, and they eventually came out in approximately 2086 BC, when whoever you want to call Moses, or whoever you want to say, helped them escape from the Caucasus Mountains and civilized them. White people were actually walking on all fours like monkeys. Black people, we taught them how to talk, how to read, and literally how to walk on two legs. They were walking on all fours like monkeys. So now, white people were created in order to bring a certain negative polarity to the planet Earth for 6,000 years. And this will come into play later on in this bill. So now, we at 2086 BC. Now the Caucasian has now been on our planet for 2,000 years. From 4086 BC to 2086 BC. Now, they were created to cause confusion and bring chaos and bring a certain negative polarity into the world for 6,000 years, because black people, we were going through a universal spiritual karma, you could say. And the Bible actually reveals this, and I'm finna grab my Bible right now. Revelations chapter 20 verse 7. You see me going to it. Hold on one second. Chapter 20 verse 7. Where it go? Chapter 20 verse 7 in the Bible. I'm about to read it. It says, And when the thousand year expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, to number whom is the sand of the sea. Satan, remember, comes from the Arabic word which means shaitan, which means white, weak, and wicked. So when white people came out them Caucasus Mountains, they did exactly what the Bible said they was going to do in their own book, and exactly what they was created to do. Deceive the nations, bring everybody to war, and create chaos. Now, not staying on that as much as I really want to, I'm going to continue. Now we at according to the destruction of black civilization, it says Egypt was started 3100 BC. I like to think it was started before them, but let's just say 3100 BC, right? The Hyksos, which people refer to as the white people, are the Hyksos are just the white people who are sneaking out of the Caucasus Mountains and coming over to Egypt. The Hyksos come out of the caves, point blank period. They destroy Egypt. But before I get into them destroying Egypt, Plato, Socrates, all your false Greek philosophers were educated by African, Egyptian, intelligent beings, and 100% of Greek philosophy is stolen. Read Stolen Legacy. It will explain this to you thoroughly. Socrates, anybody you want to name, was educated in Egypt. Greece was actually like a baby school or an extension of an African university. The Africans were actually teaching the Greeks, and the Africans actually have a quote where they told the Greeks, you are but children in the knowledge of the mystery. So the Greeks was our sons, and we was teaching them. And white people sit here in college and universities and teach false Greek philosophies, and Socrates and Plato was so great when they learned and stole all of their information from my black ancestors in Egypt.